Back in the book segment tonight, what will Republicans in the House do to blunt President Obama's executive order on illegal immigration that we talked about in the Talking Points memo and the A and B blocks tonight? Joining us now is Congressman Trey Gowdy, the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee Subcommittee on Immigration and Border Security, and he is in Washington. So, if the president does indeed sign the executive order when he comes back from Asia, which would legalize millions of undocumented folks, what specifically do you think will happen?
Well, there are three things, Bill. Number one, we need to persuade our fellow citizens that from 2008 to 2010, when he had the House, the Senate, and the White House, he didn't do a damn thing about immigration. So why can't he give the Republican House and Senate 3 months, 6 months, 9 months to do what he wasn't able to do in 2 years? So the first tool is persuasion.
I've made that point, too. There's no urgency to do this. He could give you guys a chance in January. And I would say 3 months, 4 months is fair. Number two.
Well, he's going to poison the well if he does that, and he just needs to understand up front. If he wants a solution, he'll wait. If he wants an issue for their candidate to run on in 2016, then he'll do what he's planning on doing. The second tool is the appropriations process, but frankly, that is a tool best wielded in the spring and not in December, where we're staring at an omnibus or comprehensive spending. But we have the Senate, and advice and consent. Well, specifically with this new Attorney General, ask U.S. Attorney Lynch, what are the limits of prosecutorial discretion? What laws does he actually have to enforce? Are election laws subject to his whim and caprice? Be very tough with advice and consent, be very thoughtful with the appropriations process, and all the while persuade our fellow citizens this is not a fight with the Republicans, it's a fight with the people who founded this republic. It's not
but
the
you're not going to get anywhere there, because the left-wing zealots and the immigration lobby are going to reject that, and they're going to look at President Obama as a hero and a humane person. You know that's going to happen. What's the third thing?
Well, advice and consent would be the third. Appropriations and advice and consent.
What about what Napolitano raised, Judge Napolitano, that this is an impeachable situation because it does go against Congress making the laws, because the president is making a new law. And the new law says that if you have children who are American citizens, even though you yourself are an illegal, undocumented person, you can stay in this country. That supersedes the old law. Napolitano claims that's unconstitutional and impeachable. Do you see anybody going down that road in the House?
Have you met Joe Biden? Is my response to that. So, no, nobody is discussing impeachment except pundits and commentators. First of all, impeachment is a punishment. It's not a remedy. Second of all, the only people who want us to talk about impeachment are the president's allies.
All right, so you see it as a bait that you're not going to take.
I'm not going to take it because I've met Joe Biden. That's not the answer, is to replace Barack Obama with Joe Biden.
Explain the Joe Biden reference.
He would be the new president. I mean, so you get rid of one guy who's not...
He would be the new president. All right, okay. Now, I see this, I don't know whether you watch your program tonight, but I'm not a partisan player. I don't root for you guys. I don't root against the Democrats. I want what's best for the country. I think this is so horrible for America. It's so awful. Because what we're trying to do here is get some consensus, have you work together, solve some economic problems, solve some foreign policy problems like Putin invading Ukraine now, and this is just going to blow everything to hell.
Yes, sir, it will. And frankly, in the interest of full disclosure, there are Democrats that we welcome the chance to work with. Luis Gutierrez, while I disagree with him on policy, is an eminently trustworthy participant. So is Zoe Lofgren from California. But the president is going to destroy whatever remnant of trust exists between Republicans in Congress and his administration if he does by fiat what he wouldn't do in 2 years when he could have done it. And doesn't he? I just watched 60 new members of the House that were elected last week. They deserve the chance to participate in this debate. That's the way the system works.
Yeah, he's going to say, though, just to be fair, he's going to say the reason he didn't do it in the first 2 years is because he wanted to give Congress a chance and they didn't get around to it, even though Democrats controlled Congress. And he had to do the economy because of all blah, 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 you know what it is. All right, Congressman.
Well, God forbid he do more than one thing at a time.
Keep us posted, and we appreciate your time very much tonight.